Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Young BACA. You're tuned into the B-Side Forum. We get together every other Wednesday night. We discuss all things life, all things hip-hop, all things business, whatever else comes to the table. Before we get into it, man, I want to give a big shout out to my boy, Hip Hop Mike, who just hosted the Cali to New York Mixtape Volume 3, made exclusively for New York, going out there in a month. So let me introduce my special guest, man. Go ahead, introduce yourself, dude.
Yo, this Bullet Man coming out of Boyle Heights, California. Just a little city in LA. Little dude trying to come up, you know what I mean?
Go ahead and introduce yourself, player.
Man, it's BLKRaw, man. I'm like a mutt, man. I've been everywhere.
It's a great way to describe yourself, right? I'm like a mutt.
Yeah,
so do me a
BLKRaw,
favor.
man.
Until we get this microphone fixed, you guys are going to have to, share the microphone if I ask you guys a question or something like that. Cool?
Okay, bet.
All right, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself, player.
What's good, everybody? I go by Sambo, shout out of Downey, California, repping VHS. What's up, guys?
I'm Jackie Esme,
And I'm TC.
and together we're
BCD.
You guys have the best intro, I think, of anyone that's ever been on the B-Side Forum.
Facts.
Everyone doesn't know what to say, or the little awkward talking about themselves, and you guys know it. So let's talk about it, dude. The Chronic sucks, right? You guys don't agree with me on that? You gotta talk in the microphone. You don't agree with me when I say the Chronic sucks?
I heard you
I
when you
think
said
so.
the Chronic side. I heard you that.
But you disagree.
I disagree.
When I walked into the studio today, me and my boy Drakk, the producer for the show, we were talking about the Far Right interview that we had a couple days ago. And I said he was on the Chronic 2001. And somehow it led to the Chronic sucking. Not Chronic 2001, but the Chronic as an album is awful, right?
I disagree.
Why do you disagree? I'm saying in 93 it's probably good, but it hasn't aged well at all. When's the last time you listened to it?
Honestly, probably now the year 2000, probably.
Okay, so it can't be that good, right? if something's really good and it's
BACA,
aged well,
stop.
you will listen to it. If you haven't listened to something in 18 years now, it's not that good.
Yeah, well.
If somebody says
I
what's
like
your
it.
somebody says what's your favorite food, you say enchiladas, and they say when's the last time you ate enchiladas? You would say 18 years ago. That's not your favorite food,
True
right?
that. True that.
That's why I win. The Chronic's good album or bad album? Grab his mic so we can show these mics for a minute.
I'm personally, man. I think the Chronicle was a dope album. My favorite,
When's the last time you listened to Chronic?
probably like 2 years ago. Nothing but a G
Lying.
thing.
He's lying.
No,
So we have this
I'm
thing.
not lying, man.
We have
Nothing
this
but a G thing is
we
one of my favorite
have
songs.
this thing on the B-Side Forum. If I think you're lying, then I say Drakk cut off his mic and your mic's cut off for the whole show. I'm just saying you're getting a little close. You're getting a little close. Sambo, Chronic's good album?
Okay, so I was born in 92. By the time I realized, music and stuff, I probably, I wasn't listening to that. I have listened to it within the last probably month or so.
I don't believe it.
It's a
I
fact.
think I'm calling bullshit.
You want to know why? Because, like I said, I wasn't in the time when the Chronic came out, and watching all these documentaries and everything that's come out recently, straight out of Compton, all that, I wanted to go back and kind of see for myself at this age how the album has aged since then. Me personally, I like a few songs. I don't like. I wouldn't say that it's such a great album as a whole. Something like Doggy Style is probably better than the Chronic.
I was born in 1990, and by 1993 I knew it wasn't a good album. So, you guys like the Chronic? Bad album, right? So you guys agree with me? Bad album, bad album.
I've never listened to the album.
So it can't be a good album, right? If you've never listened to it before. What's your favorite album of all time? There's a big fire. You run out your house. You can only grab one album. What are you grabbing?
Honestly, I don't know.
I don't know why you say honesty. Of course I want an honest answer.
No,
I don't want
like-
you to come on the show and lie.
Right.
Someone asked me a question like, oh, well, how do you feel about this? Say, well, honestly, of course we want to be honest. We
Right.
don't want you to lie.
I mean, what if I was?
I'm just fucking.
But no, I don't know if I have a favorite album. I can't think off top, but I know the mixtape that I've been slapping like a lot is the W by Chief Keef. I don't know why I love that one.
What's your favorite album of all time, man?
That is a difficult question.
Well, that's why I have the show, because I ask good
Oh,
questions.
no.
It's not just because I'm handsome.
Oh my
A
goodness.
little bit because I'm just handsome.
I really can't think of just one album.
Okay, I'm going to come back to you.
Yeah,
All right,
come
we're going to go
back.
around the table. Young Sir, what's your favorite album of all
Usher-
time?
Usher's Confessions.
Okay, I respect that. It's because you were about that age, right?
Yeah, that was a big album. at
Okay,
that
so
time.
like when I was like in 7th grade, Confessions came out, and that's like the first time I really started listening to music and stuff. So,
Same.
Young Sir, right here, what's your favorite album of all time, man?
It's a couple, but if I had to go with my favorite rapper, which is Big, Ready to Die.
That album is on the borderline for me as sucking as well. So, what's your favorite album?
My favorite, I think I would have to go with Thriller.
I respect that. I respect it off the wall.
Quincy Jones, yeah.
You're
Did
from
stay with Michael Jackson.
You're from Boyle Heights. What do you feel about the current state of Boyle Heights and the gentrification that's trying to push its way through? Down with the changes? You tell them to stay out of your city? What is it?
Changes are good though.
Changes aren't always good.
Always, yeah.
Sometimes
So I'll
they're
go
good.
with the change, just because you don't want to get stuck in the past. Pretty much, you don't want to get left behind. You know what I mean? To move forward.
Let me ask you a question, man. You were talking about how you think Drake got his. It's hard to have a conversation with you and your watch is blinding you in the face, right? This guy, he says, "Yo, I can't find a shop. Where's the shop at?" So I walk outside. I see this 2022 Mercedes-Benz sitting on 45, and I'm like, "Yo, who is this?" And he walks out. The man's dragging his hand because he can't pick up his watch, but it's all good. You said that you think Drake took a lot of his influence from Coco Bangs and Houston rap scene, right?
Yeah, I did say that.
Do you feel like you're influenced by the Houston rap scene?
Repeat the question.
Do you think that you're influenced a little bit by the Houston rap scene? Because I can hear a little bit when you rap.
Houston. I would, like I said, I would maybe because I'm a mutt. Like my pops was in the military, so I was born in Oakland, California, raised in Tampa, Florida, lived in Atlanta, lived in Detroit. So
you're military. You're a military baby. You bounced around all the time.
I'm a mutt. Yeah.
So what do you consider your home?
I consider my home Tampa, Florida, though. That's where I did most of my growing up.
What do you feel about the Florida rap scene right now blowing up? You got these young kids coming up right now.
I mean, I'm more like on the old school with it, so I'm like a Plies fan, a Trick Daddy fan. These new cats, they cool, but I personally think it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, they doing their thing. You got to evolve in hip hop or whatever, but I don't really say that's hip hop. I just think they're just making good songs and good records. I mean, I don't really think they're pushing out dope.
But that's
guns.
what you want to do, though. You want to make good songs, right? As an artist, you want to make good songs, right? That's your number one priority.
Right.
So they're doing their thing, then.
They doing their thing. So I'm not degrading what they're doing, but
you don't seem excited about it. You seem a little on the edge about it.
Nah.
But the 17-year-old kids don't make music for you. They don't make music for me.
No, definitely.
There's a lot of acts that I don't listen to, but I book them because I can understand they don't make music for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What's your number one priority as an artist? Is it to make good songs, or is it just to make a whole bunch of cash? Is it to make a difference?
It's to make good songs and inspire people, and
Okay.
well, no, wait.
Remember I
Money
said if you're lying, we cut off your mic?
is not lying. I want to reach a lot of people, but money is not my priority at all. But people are.
Ash,
No,
what are we
no.
thinking over here,
Dead
Ash?
ass. Listen,
Okay,
listen.
all right.
People are my priority. I want as many people. I want to be global. I want as many people on this earth to hear me as possible. But money isn't above that at all. It's not finance.
So what is your ultimate goal? You want everyone to listen to your music?
Everyone to listen to my music and enjoy my music and vibe with it, and for it to be everywhere in this country, the next country, all ages, everybody, that's what I'm trying to do.
How do you do that?
Make diverse music, have a diverse sound, make sure I have some clean stuff, make sure I have some raunchy stuff, make sure everybody wants to listen to me.
I was listening to your music video on the way over here. You have some raunchy stuff. I was
It's
like,
like
there was
that
something. I was thinking in my
sometimes.
head, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to look this woman in the eyes when I see her.
Wait for this next mixtape to come out.
What's the next mixtape about?
You know how we had Red Hill Diaries? Well, we got Bed Hill Diaries coming out.
I don't want to know. Man. What's your ultimate goal as an artist, ma'am?
To create and be happy.
We'll come back to you again because I think that's the comment.
Money is
Actually,
you.
Question. I keep getting text messages that
Okay.
it's not working live.
We'll go to my boy Drakk right now. We'll figure it out. No matter what happens, even if it's a little bit glitch live, we're gonna put it on YouTube and everything next day.
But yeah, my main priority as an artist is to reach people, to inspire people, to write what I feel, because it's an outlet.
You want the money, right?
Don't
No,
skip me.
I'm not. But you want some cash to do that, right?
I mean, you need it, absolutely, but
Okay.
that's not my priority.
Okay. What's your priority in life, sir? No, I don't want to say in life because that's a bad question. What is as an artist? What is your main goal? What do you want to do?
As an artist, I want to just be able to make music to the point where I can just tour. I want to be able to go out and be in front of people. I love performing.
Have you ever toured before? Have you ever gone multiple cities? Have you ever done maybe 5 cities in 2 weeks?
Never, but
It's miserable.
I mean, I understand, but doing music is a passion of mine. So being out there and being able to just do music for however long it is, I would love to do that.
I respect that. I didn't ask you what's your ultimate goal as an MC, man, as an artist. What do you want?
Same thing like everyone else, you know, like inspire the next generation, you know what I mean? 'Cause,
How you gonna inspire them? What are you gonna do?
send a positive message, make them believe in themselves, you know, like they can do something. They can do something like that. You know,
How do you do that?
Just by giving them visuals, proving that if you love to do something, you know, you should go for it.
When you were coming up, what's your main influences as an artist, as an MC? Who did you listen to and you said, you know what, that's dope?
And then,
Yeah, let's switch mics real quick, man.
you know what I mean? Like NWA, you know, the DOC, KRS-One, you know what I mean? Like the Audio 2. I mean, growing up, always wanted to be like an entertainer, you know? So that was, that was entertaining, you know? So you know what I mean? That album did great numbers.
Yeah, it's one of the best of all time, man.
Still doing great numbers. So
Coming up, so what was some of your biggest inspirations? You said, you know what, that's dope. That makes me want to be an MC.
Straight up, man. LL Cool J.
Because you just one of the ladies, right? Yeah. Nobody calls up. No one listens to LL Cool J and like, oh, yo, he's a lyricist, or yo, he's making great music. You're like, yo, I want to be LL Cool J.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. It's all good.
No, but like LL, I had an older brother that was very in tune into music, so I was able to like watch him, you know, in the High Fives and H-Town and you know dudes like that. So
You said O-Town?
H-Town.
Oh, H-Town. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you know somebody knocking the boots.
Listen. I did a show at O-Town maybe 2 years ago, and it was 35-year-old plus women soccer moms. I was the one night out, and it was fucking nuts, man. It was crazy. So, nothing wrong with O-Town. Who'd you listen to growing up, sir?
Usher, like I said, that's why it's my favorite album. Usher is one of, you know, he was a huge artist at the time. Justin Timberlake was, when he came out with Justify, that was...
Did you like Justin Timberlake's halftime performance? It was a little right?
It was okay. Yeah, it was okay.
Whenever someone says it's okay, it's not that good.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't...
You know, it was dope? Yeah.
I thought
It was great.
It was okay. It wasn't
It
great.
was wonderful. Did you hear the band? His
No,
band is insane.
I watched the whole thing.
mean,
I think it
when
was
you
okay.
listen to the music, it's so good. The way the band can make certain things sound so pop, even though it's really not pop. It's really
It's
not
pretty
for everyone's
popish.
ear. No, you have to listen to the band and how he
I'll
plays
use this
with
when you guys
them.
use that. You guys don't know how to use a microphone, so I'll use this. Sorry about that. I think it was okay. I think it was you know.
I mean, he wasn't Beyonce. But
No, that's what I'm saying, though. But isn't that what you compare it to? Because Beyonce and Bruno Mars the year before killed it, right? So now you're expecting the same type of thing when you get there. It was average. It was cool. It was all right. Who inspired you growing up to be an artist?
Etta James, Mariah Carey, Christina Aguilera, Destiny's Child, Boyz II Men, Brian McKnight.
What
Whitney
about you,
Houston,
ma'am? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you
Selena.
off. I don't want you to yell at me again in front of everyone, so I didn't mean to cut you off. Who inspired you, ma'am?
I don't know. Growing up, I listened to a lot of rock. Honestly, I was really diverse when I was.
That's where you get your
Honestly.
style from, right?
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
honestly.
know. Sometimes I rap over dubstep beats and stuff.
Like, I would hate
that.
if I'm
like,
talking to girl, I'm like, so I want to know how do you feel about me? And she says, honestly? That's not a good sign,
Did
right?
I say honestly again?
You say honestly a lot. I don't think you realize it.
Oh God.
Honestly, you say it a lot.
I
There's a
used to
lot
say
of
like a
honesty.
lot.
Yeah.
She's just a very honest person.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm
good.
too genuine. I don't know. I just.
How do you guys feel like some people that I talk to now, you guys are a group, right? You guys are considered a group. Some people I talk to, they say it's tough being in a group because you got to schedule everything or, you know, whatever. Some people say it's amazing. How do you guys feel like being in a group?
I hate her actually.
Absolutely hate. This is business.
You could tell she was honest about it because she didn't say honestly. There was no hesitation in that one. So that's a little. We might have uncovered some stuff today, man. Yeah, there was no hesitation. The first question ever. So.
No, it's honestly.
Wow, I think we're gonna have a bucket every time you say honesty. You're just always a buck.
It is truly so good working with her.
Yeah.
No, okay, it's really. Gosh, I don't even know how to talk anymore. Working with her is cool though, cause she's like family. So it's really.
Well, you guys
like,
are family,
we don't-
no?
We are family.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like we don't clash heads. Like if we don't even crowd each other. Like we flow, we merge. Like everything works. Like we work in unison. Sometimes we say shit at the same time. Like, you know what I mean? And if we're over it, like we know to give each other space. Nobody's tripping. Like. do that, and then we come back. Like, I feel like we work well together. Like, I don't know.
That's good, man, because there's a lot of people that search for that type of thing, and you can see that chemistry when you guys are on stage too. That's what a lot of people say. They have a great performance. You know, number one thing. How do you feel about being in a group with this man right here? Honestly.
Well, actually, I do. Our chemistry is great. That's why we ended up becoming a group. But,
Are you guys?
And I've been in a group before prior, and
it didn't work out. I think we talked about this last time, right? It didn't work out.
So
Why
I was
didn't
like, F all y'all, I'm gonna be solo forever.
Why didn't it work out last time you were in a group?
I think it was we just had different, you know.
I don't know what that means.
I had my own thoughts on what I wanted, and
Yeah.
she wasn't as.
So it was another 2-woman group.
Yeah.
And that one didn't work out like this one's working out.
No. But we were young too.
Yeah.
We were super young, and it was just for fun.
It's hard to be in a group, you know, especially if you guys don't click, if you guys don't, you know, it's tough.
Yeah, that's still the homie.
Are you guys able to tell each other, like, you know what, I'm not feeling that? Or you say, you know what, I'm not feeling
Absolutely.
It
that?
hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
She's very sensitive, but I don't care.
Are you sensitive?
I'm sensitive, but I'm also blunt. Like, both have no
I
problem.
don't think you'd be sensitive and blunt, can you?
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Honestly?
You just met
Honestly?
sensitive and blunt.
Okay. That
No,
should be
yeah.
your name. Sensitive and Blunt's a great name.
We should do a song called
Sensitive and
Sensitive
Blunt's a great name.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
No, yeah. And I think it helps that we're not even the same style, really.
Yeah.
Like, I think that, like, eliminates a lot of problems, too. Like, I don't know if it would be a problem if we were both singers or both rappers. I really don't know. But I know it helps that I rap, she sings. Like, we don't step on each other's toes. Like, but I think even if we did the same thing, I don't think it would
Well,
be a problem.
I think it's a good balance, right? I think it's a really good balance, and it's the yin and the yang and all that good stuff. I think Ash doesn't agree with the sentiment, but do you guys ever want to be solo artists? Like, do you just want to be a solo artist sometimes, do your own thing? Is that something you want to do?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
both like doing our own thing
Yeah.
too. I've been singing for years and doing my solo thing and writing, and then she's doing her solo thing and writing. And
Which
then-
one do you prefer? Which one's easier for you going, like, you're in the studio, it's easier for you to have her by your side to bounce everything off, or it's easier for you to lock yourself in the studio and just work?
They're both, I think, actually a good balance, because sometimes I do need to be alone and I just want to sing and
I need to
do
be alone
whatever,
22 hours out of the
you
day.
know.
So.
But when we work together and we're in a studio together, it's like a different vibe. I feel like my style is a lot more. I'm not gonna say depressing, but like
Say it.
my solo style is a little more dark.
You're more soulful,
I'm
and
more dark.
right?
I'm more like,
yeah.
let's talk about some
There's
issues.
nothing wrong with that, yeah.
So that's more what
I
I
listen
get
to I listen to a
into.
video coming over here. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Don't worry
So
about
then when we like get together, it's a
Yeah.
different vibe. So
How
it's
do you?
a good balance.
How do you? So, I don't want to put any of your business out there, but your family is your manager, right? Your management. Is that hard making songs talking about bedside confessions, and then your mom, whoever is your manager?
Honestly, I
can't
to get
even imagine.
so much anxiety. Like, when we would perform songs, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, honestly.
I used to get so much anxiety being on stage performing songs like that were like,
And then
you
she's
know,
right there,
sexual, and
yeah.
she's right there. I'm like, don't look at me, like, you know, like, but.
I didn't even want my mom to know I
works
kissed
well.
women, so.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
that's
but my
weird.
mom is very open-minded, very supportive, very like, she's not invasive at all. Like, she understands when I feel uncomfortable. Like, you know, like, let me move in the corner real
Well,
quick.
you're a grown woman, and you
And
like
I'm-
to spread your
that
wings and do your
too.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm getting a lot better with that. But at first, it was like.
And then your brother came to the show one time, right? That'd be a little weird.
Yeah, but
I almost didn't
my
let him in.
siblings, I don't care. I have 6 brothers, 1 sister. Like, they can kick rocks.
Damn.
I'll do what I want on stage. My mom is who judges me. Like, she doesn't judge me. She's the only judgment I care about.
She
Like-
judges you. That's why you said that. It's
like,
okay.
You know.
It's all good. So you make how would you describe it? I would say love making music, right? Right? Something like that. You don't have to be
Right,
modest
yeah.
about it, my man. It's okay. You know?
I just try to make a combination somewhat of music that we have today, like the young guys, but also some of the, my old roots that I've listened to all kind of music throughout my life, so I try my best
Nice balance.
to balance it out. But yeah, it's R&B, soulful.
Is it hard when like your family's like, let me listen to what you're working on, and you give her these artwork with like some chick's heels on the side of the bed? Oh,
Say-
you don't be modest now, man.
say-
This
say-
is your time to talk about stuff like this.
Pretty much, I mean, I've talked to some of my friends and like my family about it. It's weird, but at the same time, they understand that I'm an artist and it's an artwork. So I could be talking about something crazy on one track, something sexual on another track, But overall, it's just my art, and that's, it's a story I'm telling for the most part. I try to tell a story in every song, and it's just a story. It could be about me, it could not be about me.
Could be
You
your
won't
story.
know.
That's the best
You'll
cover
never know.
ever, right? This could be about me. It could not be about me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put anyone's business out there, but you are in a relationship, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it tough being inside of this business with a girlfriend?
I've heard people tell me it is, but with my personal relationship, it's not at all, because she's so supportive of me, and she's been at every single show. She helps me promote my music. She does it. It's just another support system, because we've been friends since before we were together, and
That's the way to do it,
it's
right?
my best friend. So.
But let's fast forward 5 years now. You see, the questions are getting a little tough. That's why you're taking a swig of beer, right? Let's fast forward 5 years, and now you have all these female fans that are in love with you and throwing undercomment on the stage. Does that get a little tough? Or are you gonna pick it up and throw it back at them and say, "Don't ever do that again"?
As a performer, you just keep going. You don't even pay attention to that stuff. But
It's hard not to pay attention when you have stuff flying at you.
To answer your question, though,
You can tell he has a girlfriend. He's like, nah, fuck that, nah, not me, nah.
To answer your question, though, I'm committed, and I'm
not saying you're not. I don't want to get you in trouble. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no. As long as I'm in a relationship with her,
He's like sweating. He's like, yeah, no.
Fuck it, man. You're trying to set us up like my boy.
No,
over
no,
here.
come on.
It's not even.
Come on.
I'm answering the question as
I understand.
honestly as possible.
I'm just
and
saying it's a little tough, right?
No, it's probably gonna get tough, especially if I ever were to go on tour or whatnot. But like I said, she's super supportive of me, and she knows where our relationship stands, and that we've been together since high school. So she's the love of my life, and I plan on being with her forever. And music isn't gonna change that.
My man, that's what I'm talking about, my man. What about you, sir? You feel the same way? I ain't even
Absolutely
seen
not.
another woman before, man. I don't even know. I didn't even know women existed, man.
Nah, man. I definitely have to say, like being in the music. Long story short, I was in a long ship relationship. The music did kind of interfere. I had got signed with a overseas label before. Shit was crazy. Like it just started making me and my girl bump heads. Like I was doing shows in Vegas, doing shows in Cali, doing shows in Florida, and when those girl fans do come, like your girl that's just been rocking with you. I remember one incident where the girl came with her mom, and she's like, yo, I was kind of like, I had the six-pack going on, all that bullshit. Then, I'm a little fat.
This was a
now.
long time ago. Okay.
Yeah, this was a long time ago.
I'm
I'm a little skinny fat dude now, you know what I'm saying? So
my fat ass can't say nah, man. You good.
Nah, so it does interfere, man. So she came with her mom. She's like, yo, can I get a picture? I'm like, yeah, no problem. Well, the mom was like, no, she wants you to take your shirt off. So I'm looking at my girl like, man, like, should I? So
You better ask for that woman's ID before you
No.
take your shirt off, man.
Hey, I took my shirt off. I took the picture. I'm not even gonna lie. I buy into it. Like he said, I buy into the shit. Like because I'm a brand. Like I'm gonna sell myself. Like to me, I feel like my fans more so are the women. My style is more like a Nelly LL Cool J ish. And the reason I say that is I got some smooth stuff and I got some raunchy. I got some stuff. You heard some of the stuff. So, so I'm a brand. I'm gonna buy into that shit like straight up. Like
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But that is an awkward position when you're with your significant other and a woman. And it's kind of odd that her mom's like, take your shirt off. It's a little strange, right?
I think the moms was trying to, But,
Next time someone asks you to take your shirt off, you better ask for ID. That's all I'm saying.
I got you.
So, again,
Business 101. I got you.
again, I'm not. If there's any question I ask that's uncomfortable, you say I'm not comfortable asking that. Are you in a relationship right now?
I'm dating.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
So
We could edit that out.
I'm dating. Like
What's the difference between being in a relationship and dating?
I mean, it's really no difference. I guess it's really like you dating, you get to know each other, and then when you.
So why didn't you say you're in a relationship?
I guess I'm in a. If you want to say I'm in a
We're
relationship.
boxing
like,
you in now, huh?
Nah, not really. Like I'm not even tripping. Like so.
Your phone's about to stop blowing up in a minute.
You said what? Nah.
So, did you? I don't want to say you learned from your mistakes, but is it easier now this second time around? Dealing with the fans and dealing with your girlfriend or I'm sorry, the person you're dating.
Yeah, because at this point I don't care. Like this is my career. See how I feel is like I'm trying to better myself and go further as I can with my music. So either you gonna rock with me and accept it, or you not. And I'm not slowing down for nobody. Like this is my passion. You know what I'm saying? I have the right to live my life. So if you can't rock with that, then I guess I'm not for you. Like simple as that.
But that's how it is in this business, right? Because you pass up an opportunity because your girlfriend wants to stay home and watch movies one night. That could have been the night that somebody sees you. That could be a night packed out. You never know, man.
Right.
So you pass up on those opportunities and stuff. But that is, for people outside the industry, that's a tough thing to kind of comprehend.
I don't think they understand it.
Because you're not in the industry, they don't know
Yeah,
that.
it's
They
not
don't
they-
see
it's
the
not their
grind. They don't
passion.
see the hustle. They don't understand why you got to do 5 shows in 7 nights. They don't know why
Right.
you got to go to Vegas. They don't understand why you got to do all this stuff.
Right.
And that's tough, man. So, are you in a relationship? Or you don't even want to touch the mic now, right?
I'll talk about
Before he's like, yo, give me the mic. Now he's like, all right, no, I'm cool.
No, next question.
There we go. I respect that, man. I respect that. Are you guys in relationships? No? Why is that? Because I could tell that was like a definite no, like you're putting your foot down and you're not in a relationship.
Oh no, it just is.
You
no.
said no.
No.
Yeah. Honestly, no, you're not.
Honestly, no.
Okay. And yeah, talk in the microphone, man. Talk in the microphone.
Shit.
I mean, when you are in a relationship, girls seem to want you more than you when you're not in a relationship.
I've been in relationships and out of relationships. I still don't have any girls wanting me, so. But maybe it's because I'm missing a watch or something. So.
Nah, come on, man.
Ma'am, are you in a relationship?
No, I'm not.
Okay, you hesitated a little bit, just a little bit. No?
Man, look at this.
She told you I'm more than anybody, right?
No,
All
I
right.
mean, shit. It seemed a little suspicious, but she's
It was
not.
a little
Like,
weird. That was a little strange answer, right? A little strange. Okay, I respect
You
it.
hit a Pac-Man move.
No, is that something that you're focusing on your career right now, and or is it something like, hey, if it happens, or
Yeah,
I'm focused on
I know
something
what
like
I
career?
want in life, and a relationship isn't something.
You never want to be in a relationship,
I mean, if it happens, it happens.
but you're not saying you're pursuing. You're focused on your career right now, 100%. I respect that. So let's do this. Let's play.
marriage.
What's up?
I said no marriage.
No marriage for you?
No, oh nah, man.
No kids for you?
I actually got 2.
Hold on, you're going to whisper something, whisper it on the microphone. That's not good for the show.
No, I actually from the first relationship I was telling you about broke up the music kind of broke us up or whatever. I got 2 boys out of that. So
That's sweet, man. That's what it's all about. I think life is all about kids and family, man.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason we're on this planet. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
So, because if we're not, then we're in trouble. Is that tough? Is it tough with your kids and your business and now your relationship? That has to be tough to balance, right?
it's definitely tough to balance, but my kids come first before anything. So, but I'm out here also grinding and doing what I gotta do. So when I'm with my kids, we can go off and have fun, do whatever we could do, etc. So it is tough, but doing the 50-50 thing and all that. But
So why do you say no marriage?
I just don't want to get married, man. Like I think
Because you don't trust people, or it's because
I do got trust issues. I won't deny that.
Why you got trust issues?
I just got trust issues, man.
Why?
Like,
What happened?
Why? I mean, it's
What
a little
happened?
bit.
Tell
Of,
us.
it's a little bit of me, a little
only
bit,
us here, don't
a
worry
little
about
bit
it.
of
You have
them.
two
I'm not worried. The
females
world,
here.
the world could, the world could. I'm just openly being honest
No,
as
that's
an
what it's all
artist.
about, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, I just do, man.
respect
Like
that.
I mean, from not to get into no other shit, but like just weaving in and out of the streets and doing stuff like that, man. I got trust issues, so I don't trust a lot of people.
I respect that. As an artist, you make this music. Is there stuff that, because like you said, hey, I'm just being honest with the world, I'm being honest with the planet, this is how I feel. When you make music, is there anything that you hold back, or do you just give it all in your music?
No, I don't hold
your
back.
life is an open book.
It's an open book, man. Like, it's funny because I guess you can say sometimes I'm kind of petty, but I don't put nobody's name in it. But like when I make a certain kind of song or whatever, like that incident or whatever that particular moment I'm talking about, that female or whatever, she gonna know like, damn, that's about me, whether it's good or bad.
Give me the song you're talking about.
I got a couple songs, man. I got a song called Freak.
What is it?
Freak. Yeah.
You put it. What is the song about? For the people that haven't listened.
It's literally about fucking and sex. Like
Okay, I respect that. And you're talking about a specific woman?
a couple.
Okay, couple, my man. Yo, right here, man. Come on, don't leave me. There you go, my man, right here. You as an artist, is there some stuff that you hold back, or like, hey, I won't ever talk about that stuff, or do you put it all out?
I put it all out, but it's nothing really personal. Really, it's just like
So is there
just
some
raw,
stuff
raw hip hop.
Because there's some people that, hey, I make music, but this side of my life belongs to me. I don't talk about this.
Yeah, I'm
kind
kind of like that, but I'm getting a little bit more open about it now. So
There's nothing wrong
the
with
new
keeping.
the new shit's gonna be a little bit
There
more
isn't
personal.
anything wrong with keeping certain parts of your life to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever makes you as an
Agreed,
artist
agreed.
feels comfortable. You know.
Yeah.
What about you? So do you spill your guts on the record and you talk about your life, or is there some stuff that you keep to yourself?
I talk about both my I talk about my life, yeah, and then but like I said, I try to make the listeners be able to catch on and listen by telling stories. Like I said, they may not always be about me, but a lot of the times they are.
Is there something in your life that you don't talk about in public?
So far, I haven't spoken on the track about how I grew up with just my mom most of the time, but that's something that I could definitely eventually go into because that's something that's touched me most of my life.
I respect that, man. Is there something you guys don't talk about? Well, you don't talk about your boyfriend, right? So are you in a relationship?
That's a trick question.
No, I'm just playing. Is there something you guys don't talk about?
Personally, me, I mean, I'm very private. And so, yeah, I think there are some things that I will always keep to myself. But, I mean, I might still write about it and sing about it, but there will be songs that will never be heard from anyone else besides myself.
What about you, ma'am?
For me, like, I feel like when it starts to get too deep, I feel like I'm not ready to release that kind of music yet. But I write, like, all types of music, but, like, the music that gets real deep, like, about me and, like pain and stuff I went through, like, I don't know, like, it's hard to, like, let that out so far. Like,
it's personal. It's personal, and you expose yourself, and it's tough, man. I can't even imagine.
And sometimes you might feel like it's not good enough for your audience.
Exactly. But
and then sometimes you might not want to release it because of that. You know what I mean?
But again, those are some of like the most, Usher's Confessions was about, that was as open as you get, and that's still banging. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's why Dr. Dre didn't do good on the Chronic. But with that being said, let's introduce your video. Just look at the camera and introduce your video and all that good stuff.
Okay, so this is a video called Do Not. I'm TC, and yeah, this is Do Not.
B-side form, baby, we back. Good stop.
Can we turn this off?
That's fine. Just leave it on. We'll be back like in 5 minutes.
Get that money, man.
I do not mess with fake niggas.
I do not conform. I do not play games. I do not take anyone's shit.
I do not care.
I do not pretend and I do not need friends. No, I do not want money, a Bentley or Benz. I do not comply with the rules cause I bend. And I do not like guys because niggas ain't shit. I will take a blunt and a bottle of him, but I do not get comfy just because I'm lit. I do not mind phone calls, but texts I don't get. And if you acting out, I don't mind going in. Mind going in, got my mind going in. You so fine, go ahead, sit, feed me lies till I dip. You surprise me, boy, if you actually gave a shit. I'll still toss you my keys so you could push my whip, but only when I sip, like too many sips. Otherwise, hit that ass in the passenger, switch it up on you, my I'm the alphabet bricks. Bet some gold and some chips, I'm the coldest one here. Didn't you hear I'm the boldest one here? No surgery, got the fattest one here. And I'm looking for the highest status in here. Like the type that could burn Louis bags and not care. Or the type that keeps swiping his card cause I'm there. Or the type that keep feeding me bars like to share. He's the type I'd be like, babe, let's go, don't ask where. I do not act fake and I do not take breaks. No, I do not like girls, that's a common mistake. I will snatch her from you to prove that I'm bait. No doubt we'll give her back, but by then she be gay. I do not save lives and I do not take bait, but promise I'll call bullshit if your shit is staying. I do not remember that night that you claimed, and I don't pay attention unless you got brains. Brains are necessary, homie. If you plan to introduce me to your bed, homie, boy, stop. So stop pushing on me, drop knowledge on me, homie. You all types of phony, just here cause you lonely. Boy, please, boy, please. I don't bite your style and I know that I'm wild and I know that I have an award-winning smile. I know that this sound like my resume file and I'm fully aware I get hired, no doubt. I know that I'm large, so that mean I'm in charge. Don't take orders from no one unless you're my mom. You got shit to let out here, I brought you sometimes. And to think that you have me must really be dumb. And to think that you have me must really be dumb. I don't bite your style and I know that I'm wild. Unless you have brains.
Out here shooting in her first solo project, Do Not. What'd you say? One of my favorite lines of Do Not is when she says, I don't take orders from no one unless you my mom. And that's me.
that was her
So yeah, that's one of my favorites. So check her out.
It made me laugh too.
Yeah, love it. SoundCloud, TCX Dame or Inspire T Click. And we still got VCD on the grind email. What's it called?
Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? How you doing? My name is Hip Mike. I'm on the radio at Hot 97 in New York City. And what I'm hearing, the rumor is that Young BACA Productions is going to be sending somebody from California to New York City. Not only are they sending somebody on the plane, because they're paying for that plane, but they're also putting them up in a hotel. Oh, wait. They're also paying for your food. You know how good the food in New York City is? You know what our pizza tastes like? You know how delicious these bagels are? You know what our coffee... We have Dunkin' Donuts, bruh. We have Dunkin' Donuts. Enough said. You want to come to New York City, you got to mess with Young BACA Productions. They're doing 2 shows out here, one of which I'm going to be hosting, okay? So make sure that you text them. The number is 310-345-2909. 310-345-2909. Or hit them up, youngbakaproductions@gmail.com. Come hang out in New York City. It's going to be lit. I can't wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the B-Side Forum. We're over here chilling, man. Shout out to my boy Hip Hop Mike that you just saw in the video right now. He'll be hosting our shows in New York City next month. Shout out to all the fam at Hot 97, man. We really appreciate everything. Means a lot, man. What's going on with you, dude? My man right here. You starting to open up? The Heineken starting to hit you? You feel like...
I ain't drunk off one Heineken,
You're going to lower the lights. We're going to make this B-Side Forum Confessions, man.
Oh, so now I'm...
I feel like there's some stuff...
I need to holler at Usher for that, man.
There you go. I expect that. Hey, so you were talking a minute ago that you do a lot of covers. Why is that?
Well, the 2 covers I did was Location by Khalid and Love, Kendrick Lamar's Love. That was just because last year I took the year off to kind of just write, just kind of perfect my craft and do like that part of it, because I felt like I needed to do that, take a step back. And right as the year was ending, I figured, I need to get something out so people could start listening. So I did those 2 covers. Did okay.
Got a good reception, man.
Yeah. I heard that Location cover.
Yeah,
this is dope. I saw you perform that on the Carmel
Lounge Block Party. Yeah, man, that was really good, man.
I throw that into my set basically because, people don't know me right now. So if they hear a song that they know, they're automatically going to take to it and kind of just be like, oh, okay.
Give you attention and then you drop your own original song after that. And that's how I respect that, man. Are you one of those cats that you like being in the studio more or you like being on stage more?
I love being on stage. If I could be on stage 24/7, I'd be out there all the time. But, you got to be in the studio to make those songs that they hear. So, I have a home studio. I do everything on my own, mix, master, all that. So I love being out there too. I just making music. But whenever I get to perform, your shows, any shows that I can do, man, I'm out there.
There you go. You a studio guy? You a stage guy?
More like a studio guy. Yeah, I'm always in the studio. But
I'm saying you prefer the studio more. You prefer the solace of the studio.
I do both. I like both. But I do get nervous on stage though. But that's why I'm trying to do more shows this time.
Man, I respect that. My man right here. See, you and Deep Dot. The show's already over in your mind, right? Did you see that? He was like staring off into space. What's on your mind, dude?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm listening.
He talking about that girl he made the song "Freak" about, man.
Nah.
That Heineken's in his system.
She texted him during the break.
He's like, yo, man, maybe I should shoot her a text, man. Maybe I should shoot her a text. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just here at this radio interview. No big deal. Oh, okay, I see you. And then, man, come on, dude. I know what's up.
Nah.
You a studio cat or you a stage cat? Which one do you prefer? Which one do you find your most joy in?
I love being in the studio, man. And then after I'm done and listening to the record a few times, I'm like, yo, I can't wait to perform this shit, right? So, but I love being in the studio, man. Most of the time, I love going in the studio. It's like this, but I'm like, yo, turn all the lights out. Like, I just like to vibe out like that sometimes.
You were vibing out a minute ago, man. You were still off in his face. Shoot him that text, man. So listen, there's nothing wrong with swallowing your pride sometime, man. I swallow my pride every day of my life. So
no text.
Okay. Go ahead, talk about Mike, man.
You know what I like more though? Studio, recording, music videos. That's what I like to do a lot more.
You enjoy the music video part of it?
Yeah, I do like that.
Why is that? What joy do you find in that music video?
Because it gives the listener, your image.
You see the visual.
It puts the visual, the face to the voice.
Paint.
You know what I mean? So
that's cool.
And performing, doing that gets you a lot more known. So a lot more popular.
Do you think people try to put you in a box You think they try to when they see you, they say, "Oh, he's gonna rap about this type of stuff." They gonna put you in the Chicano box?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I haven't experienced anything like that though. But
that's good, man.
It's just I've never gotten that before, so
I respect that. You guys like the stage? You guys like the studio more?
Stage.
I don't know if I really have a preference. I think it just kind of depends. I think I enjoy the studio because you get to be alone and create, and I can scream, I can yell, I can cry, I can laugh. But I love the stage, though. It's my favorite place. I feel most confident. I feel most whatever. I can be whoever I am. I'm whatever the hell I feel like I am, and I don't give a damn.
I hate the stage. When I have to go up there and say, "Hey guys, welcome," I hate that. It's the worst thing for me ever. Like stuff like this is cool, but I hate doing that stuff.
See, this right here makes me so uncomfortable.
Does it really?
Oh my gosh, I'm
Why is
dying.
that?
I hate.
Because it's intimate and you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's personal.
It's personal. Yeah. I respect that. Let me ask you, what's your favorite album?
Okay.
Honestly.
Honestly, there's a couple that popped into my head.
I don't want a couple. I want one. I want your favorite.
I don't know. I remember really listening to Mariah Carey #1 hits growing up a lot.
Well, that's a cop out.
But I mean,
that's not. Come on, again.
But that album, I mean, it had all of her #1 hits, and it was wonderful. And I couldn't skip one song ever.
I'll give you that.
But the Stripped by Christina Aguilera album, that was a great era for her.
So which one do you like more?
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm going to come back to you before the show's ended. We're going to ask
Stop.
you.
Don't do that to me.
What is your ultimate goal in this whole music thing? You get a magic genie, pops up and says, "What do you want in life?" What do you tell him?
I want longevity in this industry so I can just, live life and do music forever without needing another job, but just being able to tour, to put out albums, to do visuals, to do, to live well.
I know a lot of people that they do 50 cities every 4 months and they sleep at their mom's couch. So the genie says, "Okay, that's what you want?"
Give me $1 billion so I can live.
That's what I'm talking about. Right here, come on. That's what I'm talking about. That's all you gotta say.
Every day.
$1 billion, you can book your own tour. Magic genie comes up. What do you say? Says, "What do you want out of life? What do you want out of this music game? I'm gonna give you one wish. You tell me what it is."
Put me in front of an audience filled with everyone in the industry that has the most pull and let me perform.
That's all you want?
Yeah, somebody's gonna sponsor me.
You bet it on yourself.
Yeah.
But people aren't signing people no more.
You don't have to sign me. I didn't say sign. Sponsor. Somebody is gonna back me up and be like, "Let me guide you. Let me finance you."
So why don't you ask the genie to sponsor you?
Because genies are tricky.
Oh, that's a good point.
I know all about the mythology.
There you go. Okay. So you just want a chance to be seen by people that have pull, people that do this, people that do that.
Yeah, of course. I absolutely know that if the right person sees me, that I got it in the bag. Like, I just know that.
I respect that. So a magic genie comes up to you and says, "What do you want out of life?" What do you say? What do you want out of the music industry? I'm gonna give you whatever you want.
I want a platinum plaque.
So he's gonna write that magic song for you, no matter what it is.
Well, no, I mean obviously I have to do it, but
there's a couple ways to get platinum. You might not like it though, right? Like you can make a song you can make a pro-Trump song, and there'll be 1 million people that buy it.
I just know that if
I platinum plaque, you got what you wanted.
If I have a platinum plaque, I know that there's enough people out there that listen to my song where I can handle the rest.
You just want to be heard.
I'll go on tour. I want people to hear my music. I feel like if people hear my music, that's why I'm doing whatever I can to get out in front of people. Doing this, something that's a step in the right direction. Just want people to hear my music. That's it.
Got you. So a magic genie comes up and says, "What do you want out of the music industry? I'm gonna give you whatever you want." What do you say? You already got the watch. You already got the Benz. What do you say? you got a song named Freak, so you're doing something good. I've never even kissed a woman before. You got a song named Freak. Wow.
Nah, man, honestly, here we go with the honestly, right? No, but
honestly, what do you want? Honestly.
Nah, I just want to be able to tour. If I live in a 3-bedroom house and 2 bath, I'm cool with like where I'm at now. Like I just want to be able to tour, see my fans, do what I love to do. You know what I mean? I'm a hustler by nature, so the money's gonna come regardless. So I'm not worried about the money. I just want to be able to get out there, tour, and be in front of a pretty decent fan base.
There you go. What do you want, man? Magic Genie comes up to you and says, "Bullet, give you whatever you want, man. Let's talk."
Peace.
Peace of mind, peace on planet Earth.
Peace on Earth.
I respect that. That's a good answer. No one's ever said that before. That's a good answer.
You know what I mean? Like everyone else, inspire the next generation, to put out solid music.
So you think this generation of musicians are putting out bullshit?
No, not really. No.
You think this generation of musicians putting out bullshit?
Because
speaking of Mike, man, what you think? You think they putting out bullshit?
I'll say like 80%
Who's
of it
putting
is
out
bullshit.
Who's putting out bullshit? Give me a name.
Kodak Black.
I think Kodak Black is dope. You think it's bullshit or you think it's dope?
I think it's bullshit.
I think Kodak Black
and
is
being
fucking
a Florida
dope.
dude,
Kodak Black is one of my favorite artists right now.
Hold on, the fact that people can even say someone else's art is bullshit is not a good thing.
You shouldn't be able to judge other people's art.
Yeah,
not
that you can't judge it,
but we're in a judgmental we're in a judgmental industry regardless. If you might go somewhere and they look at you like, damn, they might look at me like, what the fuck I got on, and vice versa. Like that's why you got so many people. That's why you got so many people in LA trying to chase everybody that's on. They don't focus on their own style.
Hold on, but your thing is that you shouldn't be able to judge anybody's art.
No, it's not that you shouldn't be able to judge it, but you guys are comparing it to people like that they shouldn't be compared to. You guys compare Kodak Black to a Tupac when that's
I'm not comparing that.
People do that though.
I'm saying
Kodak Black compared himself to saying that he was better than Lil Wayne. He did that. We didn't do that, so then everybody ran off of that.
You're right, but I just feel people don't listen to a lot of the music for what it is. They listen to it with already predetermined what it should be, and no, that's not what it is. It's every art is interpreted different.
I agree.
And like he said earlier, they're not making music for us. Or, well, for you guys, because I'm younger, so I listen to that kind of music.
You heard the shady just tweet right now?
I feel like what he said is true, though. Like, I feel like people think it's bullshit in comparison. But honestly, even if I don't like it, like, I don't care for a lot of it, they wouldn't be as popular as they were if thousands or millions of people weren't supporting them. Like, clearly people are bumping them. Like, clearly people are listening to them. Like, in comparison, it might be bullshit to what things used to be, but stuff evolves. I don't do music like that, but like I said, if no one was listening to them, like if we're talking about
honestly.
But we can't say
the people we're
nobody's not
talking
listening
about right
to
now,
him.
I feel like would be like, what's his name, Takash 6ix9ine, and like
he's on the board.
XXX,
But that's these
and, like,
90s
stuff
babies
like that.
though.
Like,
You got to think like when the 80s kids, you had Pac, everybody like Pac, Snoop, Dre, Eazy-E,
Dre only put out one
Wu-Tang. But that era, you couldn't tell somebody from that era that those dudes wasn't the shit.
That's
like
true.
you can't tell these dudes right
But
now that
there's
Kodak was not the shit.
No, but listen, hold on. Everyone talks about like, oh man, the '90s, the golden age. There was a lot of bullshit in the '90s. There was a lot of
No,
bullshit
it was
in the
a lot of
90s. There was a lot
bullshit.
of bullshit in the 90s.
But hip hop wise, like
one thing I was talking about the other day with my cousin is the fact that people don't realize that it was a lot harder for people to put out music back then. So what was coming out wasn't always necessarily like whatever, because now you can put out music in any way. So you can literally just go to your find the cheap mic, find the computer, throw on some
you
words
can just do it
on
on your
track.
phone, right?
Yeah,
I can
that's
go home
it.
and say I want to start
and I'm
making
gonna put it
rap.
out.
I can record on my phone, throw it up.
Yeah, but this is what the labels is putting out. But you got dudes like Dom Kennedy that's dope as fuck, and I don't think he get the recognition he need, and he from L.A.
I think Dom Kennedy gets a lot of recognition.
Right here in L.A. Go outside of L.A. Nobody knows who Dom Kennedy is.
But maybe that's Dom Kennedy's fault, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Because if he really wanted to,
there's no excuse no more.
No, there isn't. It isn't.
If people says, "Oh, I don't get the recognition," that's your fault.
I don't think he says he doesn't get the recognition. I'm just saying personally.
I totally
I
understand.
feel like Dom Kennedy to me is a dope ass artist, but when you go like, "Hey, bro, you be like," I was jamming Dom Kennedy, and it was like, "Who the fuck is that?" I was like, "Dom Kennedy." Like,
how do you drive?
Oh, I was driving.
But no, don't drive like that. It's just like
I lived in New York for a while. And
It's
I
called
actually went to a
Whipping
show, a Dom Kennedy show in New York, and it was actually pretty packed.
Yeah, I think Dom Kennedy gets a lot of recognition.
It's
man.
why if I had that kind of fan base in a city that's not mine, I would love that. That's fine. I can go out and I spread. He's big here in LA. Everyone knows Dom Kennedy.
Right.
If you go to New York, if a handful of people know you, at least
That's
you
good,
can make some money out there, do your thing.
But there's no excuses. You can't say, "Oh, well, the label to this, the label to that." It's 2018. 90% of the people popping right now are independent. It's on you, and it's about as much as you want to hustle. And you gotta be smart with your marketing. You gotta work your ass off. How many rappers do you know?
Like famous or
How
just
many
rappers?
do you know?
Shit, hundreds.
I know millions of rappers and singers, and I know a lot. So for you to take a night off, for someone to say, whatever, there's a billion people going for your spot.
Oh, definitely.
There's no excuses.
Like you
There's
said,
no,
we're
you
thrown
gotta
into
do
a
it, man.
pot.
Yeah, man, you gotta do it. So it is what it is, man. I think Kodak Black is dope. I don't know why you say Kodak Black.
That's
is
just my
dope.
personal opinion.
Yep.
And I think I'm entitled to it, like he was entitled to it.
Yeah.
100%.
But you say we shouldn't judge people's music?
I say we shouldn't compare them to people that they shouldn't be compared to.
But if they ask us to compare them, we should.
100%. If like he said, he compared himself to Wayne. Well, then if I'm gonna compare you to Wayne, you're trash. Because Lil Wayne is the
And
best
that's what he
rapper
did.
of
So
our
when I heard that, I'm like,
you got assaulted, right? You were driving on the phone. You're
I was
like,
driving like this, straight up.
But then if you compare him to the people that he should be compared against, he's one of the top
probably
artists right now. Easily.
I don't know.
You should support him, man. He's Florida. You think Florida does a good job supporting each other?
No, for the most part, the South
they
they
do
do
an amazing
a
job
good
supporting each other. Yeah.
supporting each other. Yeah, but I'm just saying in general, man. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm not rocking with all that. I'm from peons. Like
I don't like the fact that they some of them don't know the history in music, and some of them diss that part of the history in music.
Did you say stupid stuff when you were 17?
Not ignorant stuff.
I'm 27. I say stupid stuff every day. So
I
you
say
gotta
stupid stuff.
You got to get. When I was 17, before you guys look at, you guys see the polished BACA. You see the You see the reformed, dedicated his life to Jesus Christ. You see the new improved BACA. When I was 17, I said stupid stuff, and I shouldn't be judged off the stuff I said when I was 17. Just like that 17-year-old kid, because he's not even a man. That 17-year-old kid shouldn't be judged off stuff.
But I also get it too, because it's in the business of selling records and saying something stupid, so people, because in this business, any publicity is good publicity. So
That's not true.
If you say,
I don't agree with that.
Well, I feel, because either way, your name is getting out there. You're being talked about, whether
you
it's good or
open
bad.
up Facebook tomorrow, it says Young BACA was arrested for holding up a 7-Eleven. That's not good publicity.
It ain't.
It's okay. So that's,
But if
they're
they're gonna be like, "Yo, BACA gangster than a motherfucker, man," oh shit, like,
not just that,
like let's keep it G. That's what's gonna happen though. You gonna get that fame, like he said, off of that.
Yeah, fame.
But I don't want to be known for holding up a 7-Eleven.
No, you don't. But these fools do.
Like 6ix9ine is the best example, because he's everyone that talks about him or whatever the whole you can't come to LA thing. His name is just getting bigger and bigger.
Right. Well, I had to break it to people, but he won because he was in LA.
Right.
He was in LA.
Right.
He got jumped. We went to the airport, but nobody stopped him doing whatever he wanted.
Right.
I'm just saying all publicity isn't good publicity, but maybe I'll consider robbing the 7-Eleven like you said.
No, but think about it. Okay, so
maybe you're right.
You got artists like all of us in here. We trying to get to that level, but you got Kodaks. Like, fool, you're there, but why you still out in the streets doing stupid shit?
Because he's a 17-year-old kid. That's why.
And now he's back in jail though, and he ain't doing what he loves.
Kid, man. He's a 17-year-old kid.
Same thing with to me, I think right now
You
out of
can't
those
judge-
cats,
you can't pass judgment
what is
on
it, young
17-year-old kids.
NBA boy?
Yeah.
NBA young.
To me, he the dopest out of all them young cats, and his dumb ass just went to jail. I think he going for 7. And it's like, yeah, they young.
But
I get it.
Dude, like 17, dude. 17.
But also they giving these 17-year-old millions of dollars.
But I'm saying when I was 17, I had 17 cents and I was acting crazy.
Right.
If you gave a 17-year-old young BACA millions of dollars, I would be dead right now. I would be dead.
But that goes back on the labels too, because especially the guys who are signed that are going to jail.
Excuse, man.
It's not an excuse. But they should be.
Labels don't hold as much power as they used to in 2018.
They should, but that's the problem. They should be able to, if they sign someone, take
They
them
should
under their
babysit
wing.
them?
Not babysit them, but you have to be able to take them under your wing. You have to. There's no artist development anymore.
So BACA, let me ask you this question.
Go ahead.
There should be.
Do you think if you was a label owner, do you think it's okay to give these 17 and these 18-year-old dudes you talking about, man, here you go, man, we want to sign you, we love your music, you talk about gangster shit, killing motherfuckers, da-da-da-da. Here's $3 million signing bonus. You think that's cool?
What did Lil Wayne talk about? Sipping lean, fucking women, right?
Mm.
What did Tupac? Let's not.
When he first came out,
you asked the question. Let me answer.
All right.
What did Tupac talk about a lot? He talked about a lot of killing people. He talked about a lot about sleeping around with women. He talked about selling drugs.
but he also talked about a lot of inspirational
Hold
stuff.
on. But that's what you asked, though. So they said, you think they signed Tupac because the Players got a baby? No. They signed Tupac because they hit him up. They said, Mr. Pac, here you go. Let's do this. What's the difference? Why do we hold these 17-year-old kids to a higher standard than we hold one of the greatest of all time, Tupac?
No, I'm not saying why not hold them.
Saying why do they get a pass, but these young kids that are 17 that have no guidance, that are in a crazy social media driven world, why do we so tough on them?
What was Pac? Well, he was like 20 something when he got signed. No, he was part of Digital Underground young, but when he got his big deal, he was like 20 something. Went to jail.
He got out of jail. He signed with Suge Knight.
Right, but he had a little common sense.
He lost his common sense?
No, he gained a little common sense coming out of jail.
If he had common sense, he shouldn't be signing with Def. I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but do you think he's going to sign with Def Row and make gospel records?
Of course not. We knew what he was doing.
Did he think that he was going to sign with Def Row and make Brenda's Got a Baby Volume 2? No, he knew that he was going to sign with Def Row. They were going to be gangster as hell, and they were going to sell millions of records because that's what people wanted to hear back then. Why do we give him a pass by these 17-year-old kids with no guidance, with no artist development? Why are we so tough on them? See what that is? My mic cut off. He cut off my mic. Oh man,
she cut off. Yeah, thank you.
No, my fault.
He was lying.
I was feeling myself, man. Damn. There's no artist development, like you said.
Yeah.
If I sign an artist for, let's say, a modest $500,000, I want return on investment.
Exactly. That's my point.
It's a business.
Yeah, but
it's a business, right?
If you want to return your investment, you're not going to let that investment go to jail.
But what do you do?
But you also can't stop these dudes. They're already in the streets, though.
But they want these kids to go out in the streets, get onto Instagram and that crazy because it creates buzz, it sells out shows.
Right.
You know what the email I just got right now?
Right.
This,
that's true.
The Catch Me Outside chick, Catch Me Outside. She's like 15. She has 60 City Tour coming up.
Yes, she does.
And because she's acting crazy.
Yeah,
man.
but there's a difference between acting crazy and letting them go out and and do something illegal. There's a complete difference. The A&Rs are unexistent.
There is no ARs.
Exactly.
But in retrospect, these dudes is already growing up in the hood. It's like if you get a young cat coming out of Compton or Watts or whatever, this is what they see in the killings, et cetera, like. They already seasoned for this, so that's what you're gonna get out their mouth is the gang banging, the drugs.
No, I'm not talking about what they're saying. I'm talking about what they're doing.
There's no excuse that you say, oh, well, they're blowing up because of the labels. It's 2018. 90% of people are independent. You have this my whole business.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying because of label.
The way I pay my rent is because of this phone right here.
Right.
Because of Instagram. Because we do a show. That's it. So there's no excuses that I'm not doing this. And you say there's no A&Rs and there's no artist development somewhere. We should be happy about that. Everybody at this table right now should be happy that there's no more A&Rs because they were the gatekeepers. If you want to put out music, you got to impress an A&R.
Yeah.
Now you can say, screw you, A&R. I'm going to do it on my own. King Lil G sold out to Fanta Theater, and he does it all the time. And he's all independent, man. Macklemore's an independent artist. We don't like talking about much, but he's an independent artist. And we should be happy there's no A&Rs.
I think he's dope, by the way.
We should be happy there's no artist development. We should be happy that everything's independent. It's the wild, wild west out here. The dope are going to survive. Young BACA, middle school dropout's going to come out here and say, I'm going to put on shows. You're going to come out here and say, I'm going to start making music. We should be happy it's like this.
I'm 100% happy about that part. But when the guys do sign to a label, they need to find a way to...
But what do you do? Let's say Young BACA starts. Young BACA Productions record label. I signed this kid. He's 17 years old. He's crazy, but he's buzzing in the streets. Do I go home with that kid every day and babysit him?
No.
Nah, it goes back to what you said.
Do I have him come sleep on my couch?
No, but you have...
There's only so much you can do.
It goes back to what you said. You said it's guys that's doing 50 city tours and sleeping, come home and sleep on the couch. So, I mean...
These put dudes, them in the studio. They can't do anything when they're in the studio.
But what you gonna do? What you gonna do when you give...
business,
it's
man.
a floss.
It's a business, though.
You give a 17-year-old, 18-year-old, man, they buying their homies' cars. They coming, they showing the money. That's what you say.
They doing that. They're taking Instagram videos. People are like, yo, that's dope. I'm going to go to a show. And that's it, man. Life isn't fair. Life sucks sometimes. But we should be happy that's the wild, wild west out here that we can do whatever we want, We should be happy about that, no? You should be happy.
I was watching this interview about...
We should be happy that the record labels have fallen. We should be happy that the A&Rs are gone. We should be happy that major record labels don't hold the gatekeeper no more. Because people like all of us could record music, put it out. I can say, hey, let's do a show. We can put everyone together. We could do cool stuff like, hey, let's fly people out to New York. I can say, hey, Hot 97, come host my shows. And now they don't say, oh, I'm sorry, we have a contract with Interscope. Oh, I'm sorry, we have a contract with such and such.
Right.
They say, we rocking with you. Let's do it. We should be happy about that. There's a wild, wild motherfucking West out here.
No, I agree.
I'm Billy the motherfucking kid, man.
I agree.
Talk our shit.
21. I agree.
I'm sweaty because I was
now you good. I agree. 21 Savage in an interview, he was like, I really don't want to talk about the guns, the this and this and that. But he was like, just the fucking shit they want to hear. So I do it. I get paid.
But that's what I'm saying. It's possible to keep sign an artist and make sure he stays.
I don't know. What do you do? If
I don't know what it is
I don't
either.
know what you do.
I can't tell you what it is. But 21 Savage was just as much in the streets as everyone else, and look at him.
Right.
I'm just saying that there's a way. Those labels that signed those particular guys just didn't find out what the way was.
Again, if you gave me $500,000 when I was 17, I would be dead because I was a 17-year-old kid out on the streets with no guidance, no
I would
parental
be a billionaire.
supervision. You would be a what?
I would be a billionaire by now.
I respect that. I would have been dead if I was given $500,000 when I was 17 because I was a stupid kid out there with no guidance, no parental supervision, just out there wilding, just trying to find the next bite to eat, man. If you gave me that much money, I wouldn't be able to handle it. So I can't judge these kids for acting crazy. And if I had Instagram when I was 17, it would be fucking, I'll be in jail forever. They would still be having me locked up when I was 17.
I'm not saying really judge them because, like I said,
what
a lot
were you
of these
doing at
dudes,
17, yo, BACA?
At 17, I was homeless. At 17, they kicked me out the group home. They said, you're too much of a trouble here. You're home. I was homeless. And you gave me $500,000 when I was 17, I would have stunted so hard that I wouldn't be here today.
And that's what these dudes is doing.
I wasn't smart enough at 17. I wouldn't have been smart enough to handle that type of money.
Right.
Luckily, I got my life together. I said, let's stay focused, blah, blah, blah. We did all that stuff. Now things are different. But when I was 17, you gave me that much money, I wouldn't know how to handle it.
No, I agree.
So why are we so tough on these young kids that have Instagram, that have millions of followers?
I'm not even saying really be tough
man.
on them because it's really the point that that's just what they know. They already know, like, bro, if I ever get this much money, I'm stunting on them up because they coming from the hood. So they most of these dudes, they're not coming from a suburbs or whatever. They coming straight from the ghetto, the hood. So when they get the money, they pulling up in raves. You know what I'm saying? They pulling up in Lamborghinis. They doing all that shit. They stunting on Instagram with 10,000, 15,000, like, because they ain't never have it before. You know what I mean?
And that's a lot to handle, man.
Yeah.
That's why these NBA players go broke because they don't know how to handle all this money.
Yeah.
They don't know how to put money away. They don't know how to invest in the IRA. They don't know how to do these type of things because they have no parental supervision. They are 17-year-olds that are just handed $1 million contract. I'm just saying we need to give these guys some slack.
But
before
don't they
everyone
have,
jumps on stage.
I feel like in the acting world, like when you were under 18 years old, they would like give you like a portion of your money and then save the rest of it for when you turn 18. So I feel like in the music industry, they don't have something like that. Like
Not at
if
all.
you're under 17 and they sign you, shouldn't they give you a fraction of your money and then like put the rest away for you?
So most
when
of
you
the people
18?
that are on the acting world, they're not crazy ghetto kids that come from Pensacola, Florida, that come from Compton, California, that come from Bronx, New York.
But they still take their money though. They don't let you have access to all of your money until you turn 18.
What I'm saying is, in the acting world, you get people that studied acting in high school, studying acting, they're becoming an actor. In hip hop industry, you have kids from the hood that are trying to keep the lights on, and their mom and if I would say mom and dad, but if they're lucky to have a mom and dad, they're trying to pay the bill. So even the mom, who's probably 35 years old, her son just made all this money, she doesn't know how to handle that shit either. So she's just trying.
But I mean, the company itself, like the whoever you're signed with, would like there's like shouldn't there be like a contract or something?
I don't
that,
think
like,
so.
It's not their problem. They like, here, you gonna do this? You gonna sell this many records?
That is their fault.
What they say is,
because
hey,
you know
17,
you're under 7. You know you're under 18.
But what
You
they
shouldn't
do-
give them all that money.
What they do is, hey, 17-year-old kid, you and your mom, whoever's your parental guardian, need to sign this contract and we'll hand you over the money. They hand it to the mom. Now the mom, who's from the hood, that's been struggling her whole life, she doesn't know how to handle that much money either. No one's ever taught her money. No one's ever taught her money management. No one's ever taught her how to put money away. Her whole life, she's just been trying to get by. Now she's handed this lump sum of money. She'll probably fuck it up. Just the truth is that she'll probably fuck it up.
Right, and that's true.
But
I
the
just
people
think that the company should do that.
You know what's
like
so great
whoever
about
you
this country?
sign with should do that
You
if
know
you're
what's
under 18.
so great about this country is that it's this is your money. We're gonna give you your money.
Right.
I
think they want you to fit. Like they kind of want you to. They want to set you up like that then because. If in the acting world you have enough sense that if we are gonna have this child under 18,
but in the acting world you don't get ghetto kids
even
from
if
the
it's
Bronx
a hood
and Compton,
kid,
Pensacola.
but even if it's a ghetto ass little kid and they're under 18,
like
they
the way
don't
you said
give
that.
you know what I mean? They don't give that kid all that money.
Even if it's a ghetto, dirty ass.
You know what I mean?
Honestly.
They don't give that kid all the money, and they don't have access to all of their money until they turn 18. And that's on the industry itself, not on their parents or anything like that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but then why do most child actors end up dead by 25?
Okay, I don't know.
Well, you're the ones. Yeah, let's talk
Like,
about it.
I'm just saying, like, they should have that same system in the music industry. If a child is under 18 years old, they should not give you access to 100% of your money. They should give you a fraction of it, or give you, like, oh, we'll support you, buy your house, car, stuff like that, and things like that. And once you turn 18, you have access to all the finances that you've accumulated over the past however long you've been out here.
You know what Reebok did when they gave Allen Iverson $100 million contract? Reebok was smart enough to see that Allen Iverson was violent out the club every single night. They said, Allen Iverson, we're going to give you $50 million now, and when you throw in 50, we're going to give you another $50 million.
Right.
But that's because Reebok is a smart, responsible company.
That's what I'm saying the industry should do for these minors.
But you can't expect crazy, dirty, cheesy, nasty, sleazy record label execs, who are crazy guys. You can't expect them to look out for people.
And that's why I said I think it's a setup. Like I don't
want to say that.
Not a setup, but like it's.
I'm not saying the government is
You're
trying to
having your own. You have your own motives. You have your own agenda. You're being very selfish if you can't understand that a person under 18, like they're a minor and they can't handle all that finance. You should care more for your client if you're going to sign them. And I'm just saying that's how it should be. I know it's not how it is.
But that's the agent's responsibility to work out a deal like that.
Or agents, whoever it is.
But
I don't know.
That is hard to say. Sign with my agency, and we're going to hoard 50% of your money back until you turn 18. Screw you. I'm going to go to the next agent. That's what I would say.
Then at that point it would be your choice. But if somebody's actually caring, like looking out for you and stuff like that,
at what point does that agent that says we're going to hoard 50% of it until you're 18 say, screw this, I'm losing all these clients to this guy that's saying, hey, let's give you $1 billion right now? He would start doing the same. But you know what? Right. On the counter side of that, the great thing about this country is capitalism. If I own $100 million, I want my $100 million. It's capitalism.
True. Not minors though.
Okay, but 17 there's not a big difference between 17. There's not a big difference between. There's not a big difference between 17 and 18. At 17, hold towards your money back. At 18, give my money. If I was 18 and had $500,000, I wouldn't be alive today. That's all I'm saying.
Right. I know, but you've been saying 17 a lot throughout the entire discussion. Okay. 18 is the legal limit for like cigarettes and now I think it changed actually. I think it changed it to 21 now. But you know what I mean? 18 is the legal limit to becoming. No, yeah. You know, 18 is the limit. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going based off of. And when you're under 18, you're considered a minor. And for the minors, they are still children, and they should not be able to have access to all of 100% of their finances. And if you're not with that, then you move to another label or company or whatever. Then that's on you. Wild out, do what you want. But these people tried to take care of you, and they weren't being selfish. They were looking out for their client.
But at what point does that agent that's losing these clients to these other people say, hey, if I want to keep a roof over my head, if I want to keep my kids in school, if I want to keep up the car payment, I'm going to have to give in a little bit and say, hey, let's just do what we got to do.
You know, I don't know.
It's easy for us to. It's easy for us. It's easy for us to.
I understand what I'm saying.
It's easy for us to say.
It's easy for us to be the Monday morning quarterback. Said, hey, I would do this, I would do this. But the guy that has that needs to make $1 million a year to keep his kids in school. It's tough.
Okay, but if you're a ghetto kid from the hood or whatever, you need $1 million to keep your kid in school every year.
From the hood or whatever.
Like, I mean, that's what we're talking about. Like, you know, you need $1 million every year.
You just switch the whole.
Like,
we could talk about this all night, man. Let's do this. Let's introduce your video and we'll come back and we'll keep chopping it up, man.
Hey, yo, man, it's the kid BLKRaw representing Loyalty Crew Respect. The video you about to watch right now is Times Change by BLKRaw. Throw your L's up when you see me.
B-side form, baby. Young BACA. I'm going to change my name to Billy the Kid. We out.
I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. That purple dank, that's good smoke. I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. That purple dank, that's good smoke. I be on that kush smoke. I be getting so high that I touch the sky. Low eyes when I roll by. 4-5 on the hip though. They know we on that hood shit. Fiends knocking at my front door. They know we got that good shit. Purp in my cup, purple blunt. Purple dank, that's purple skunk. Got Urkel love for the purple bud. The purple fire gonna burn your lungs. Real OG, real doty. Rolling on the wrist, real goldie. Better hit a lick and stay low key. Better pay what you owe if you owe me. Cause we got green like Geico. Inhale like it's nitro. My eyes glow off that hydro. Always ducking 5-0. They all know what we all about. We know for puffin' hella clouds. Bato got that better loud. Give them something to talk about. My D sour, I devour. Purple rain, that's purple shower. Hit the purple flower on every hour. My eyes look like I'm from Okinawa. I lick the blunt like I lick the clit. I hit that shit like I hit my bitch. I getting lit like I flip the switch. And I flip the brick like I flip the script. Cause I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. That purple dank, that's good smoke. I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. That purple dank, that's good smoke. I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. That purple dank, that's good smoke. I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. That purple dank, that's good smoke.
I be getting so high, walk around with closed eyes. Run up on me, your ass get juked and get hit with the clothesline. Just picked up some hoes for the night, it's guaranteed going down tonight. Getting Superman hot, purple kryptonite. Superman hot, purple kryptonite. I be getting high every day and all night. Take a hit through my nose, let it enter my mind. Cloud nine, brainstorm. Got that fire, but I bring the storm. Making it rain like Hurricane. I am to rap, with oceans to water. Smoke marijuana, hot box like a sauna. Versace, Armani, Dolce & Gabbana. Blunt full of purple, cup full of syrup. Purple remedy, medicate with the serum. Roll that perp, roll up the window. This ain't no Game Boy, no Nintendo. Flow real quick, but I can slow the tempo. Not too hard, very simple. Big fat blunts like hippos. Got you in a trance like hypno. Puffing on that endo. Purple drink, purple smoke. I never been so high before. Bloodshot red till my eyes are sore. Take flight like the Jetsons, but I'm feeling stoned like a dinosaur. Purple clouds, purple rain, quickie loco bullet main.
I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. That purple dank, that's good smoke. I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. That purple dank, that's good smoke. I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. I be on that kush smoke. That purple dank, that's good smoke. I get high, I get high, I get high all the time, all the time. Best believe that we get high. I get high, I get high, I get high, I get high all the time, all the time. Best believe that we get high.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. B-side form every other Wednesday night, man. We're chopping it up. My boy Black got his microphone turned off, so you're not going to hear from him anymore on the show.
That means he was lying. He was lying.
We just played your video, man. Tell the people what the name of the video is and where they could find it if they want to watch it again.
Oh, you just played my video?
You just played your video. I told you, man.
Oh, Purple Dank?
You don't listen to anything I say, huh?
Damn.
What's the name of it?
It's called Purple Dank, Bullet Main featuring Pato. You can find it on YouTube at Mr. Bullet Main.
So I'll do you one better, man. After tonight, we'll put it on YoungBachProductions.com. So if anyone wants to watch, they go to YoungBachProductions.com and they can check it out, man.
Cool.
I had a question for you guys I want to ask you. Do you think that people treat you different in this industry because you guys are women?
Yes.
Honestly.
Honestly, yes.
Is it for the better or is it for the worse?
Better.
Talk that shit. That's what I'm talking about.
No, that shit gasses us. I remember one time. Remember that dude was like, he was like, "You guys are so cute." Or what did he say? He said something to us like about us being girls before we went on. Do you know what I'm talking about? I know you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Anyways, but that shit fueled us, and we went on stage and like.
Oh yeah.
What happened?
he just said we're cute girls. Like you're cute.
Like you know, like
I wouldn't take that as a compliment.
No,
I was like,
because
fuck
it was
you,
more
man.
than that. I really
I'm more than
can't-
cute. I'm fucking
Exactly.
dope. Yeah,
exactly. But that's what we did on the
He was
stage.
Nobody goes to
and,
black
like-
and say, "Oh, you're cute." Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah, they give respect.
We had these girls, and remember that one girl in New York? It was a
Oh,
female.
girls are always hating too.
But there was
That
a
shit's
female who
wild.
said, "I didn't think you guys were gonna be good because you're pretty."
Right, and we're like, what?
Was she pretty?
I don't
See the
remember her-
hesitation? See
I
the
don't remember her
hesitation?
face,
I really
but
don't.
I probably
Damn.
will remember.
That's so cool.
I just don't remember.
Do you think that so people treat you for the worst, or they treat you better because you guys are females? What do you think? Because she's all for it. What do you think?
I personally don't care for it. I don't know. I don't like that type of.
I treat you guys different because I was just looking at my text. I texted him at 3 a.m. the other night. I sent him a flyer, whatever. But I don't text you guys at 3 a.m. because I don't want you guys to get the wrong impression. So is that wrong for me to do?
It's considerate. It is considerate. That kind of stuff wouldn't be taken the wrong way, but like I mean, if you really are texting all your other artists, that would be out of pocket of us to be like, oh, he's texting us about business at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
like, you
but
know what I mean?
I never want to put myself
Like-
in a position where it could be
Right.
miscrewed for something else.
Right, and that I appreciate. That's considerate. Like
I'm
you
a
know,
great
like
guy,
yeah.
No, but
It's a bucket
honestly, though,
text.
the most work I get done is between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. because everyone else is asleep.
And I be up.
Yeah, so I have
Same.
every morning when I wake up, I have about 100 text messages. So between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m., I could knock them all out because no one's going to text me back. But I have noticed that I'll text any one of these guys. I'll text anybody at 4 a.m., 3 a.m. Don't care. But when it comes to female MCs, I don't text them. Is that wrong for me to do though?
No, that's respectable, but also we know you, and you could tell when somebody's just trying to get fresh, or like people be like, "Oh, come to the studio," and we'll get there and we won't even record, and we're like, "Well, what did you tell us to come for?" Like, you know what I mean? Like,
That
it's
has
all
to be
about
frustrating, right?
like that shit bugs. Like, yeah.
I hate when girls say, "BACA, come to the studio," and then I get there and it's like not going on. It's
You
Just
know
like
what I
we
mean?
just
You
wanted
think we
your
about to come
presence
in
here.
I'm a busy
Yeah.
dude, you know.
Like, you thought we were about to come in here and sit on your lap or some shit. Like, no, put me in the booth. Like, you know, like.
It's
come on.
tough. There's a unfair double standard. There's a double standard that's not fair, but it does exist.
It does exist.
does.
And when it's negative, it gasses me. And when it's positive, it's considerate. Like, you know, like, I really don't. People are people. Like, I don't know. I do me. And I'm going to be the best MC, male or female. I really don't care. You can put me against 50 guys, 50 girls, mix it up. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
I respect that. So, yo, as we get out of here, let the people know where they can find you on Instagram. Let them know what you got going on, all that good stuff.
Okay, so on Instagram, you can find us on vcd.onthegrind. You can catch us tomorrow night in San Bernardino at Series Cartoons. We're performing at Noah James' release party. And we're also performing next Saturday.
March 17th. We're trying to win this New York competition, so everyone come out and support your girl.
Yes, come support, come vote for VCD. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to make it to New York.
What do you guys throw up? What is that? The Illuminati? What is that?
That's VCD.
That's VCD.
You know what I'm saying? It's our sign. You know, there's about like 8 of us. We all rep gang. You know, I'm just
gang,
kidding. We're
gang.
not a gang.
We're
We're not a gang.
It's real classic.
You're considered a gang now. You put
know,
it out there.
You know, VCD. It just
a
it's
group of classy
It all
women.
makes sense. Just don't think about it too much.
There you go. Where can they find you at on Instagram?
Oh, she said
That was both of ours.
Okay, there you go. Young Sir, what can they find you on Instagram? What do you have going on? All that good stuff.
Which camera am I looking at?
It doesn't matter, man. Look at me. There you go.
Anyways. All right, so you can find me on Instagram and Twitter, Sambo, SAMBOVHS. And go check out my SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Sambo562. Got 4 songs out there right now. The recent one that I just put out is called Recognize. Video coming soon, probably in about, not this Saturday, the next Saturday. So just, go follow my stuff, check it out. And if you like it, then, keep following me.
There you go. Young Sir, where can they find you at?
Yo, it's BLKRaw, man. You can find me on all social media platforms at BLKRaw, BLKRaw.
There you go. Yeah, use mine, man. Use mine.
Instagram on Mr. Bullet Main. YouTube, same thing, Mr. Bullet Main. I'm only on YouTube and Instagram, really.
There you go. Ooh, this one's loud, man. Young Ash, where can they find you at?
Instagram, What's Up Ash, Twitter, That's Dope Ash, or my website, ash.dj.
How was New Orleans?
Lit.
Lit?
Lit.
How many clubs you go to every night?
We like always ended up at this one spot because they loved us because they let us go on stage and like get the crowd hype. But we probably hopped about like 3 or 4 before we ended up at that one. Fat Cats, it's dope.
No one's ever let me go on stage before, man. So, my name is Young BACA, man. Shout out to my boy Drakk. You can find us at Young BACA, at Young BACA Productions, at B-Side Forum, YoungBACAProductions.com. See all the cool stuff we have going on. We got Crazy Girls Gentlemen's Club coming up in a couple weeks. We got 10-fold contest, giving $2,000 cash to the best MC, and we'll find the best MC out to New York. All expenses paid. Shout out to my boys at Hot 97, man. It means a lot for all the support. And Cali Waves Music Group. We got a new album coming out soon. So look out for that, man. We out of here, baby. B-Side Forum.
Peace.
Yep.
The streets is all I know, but still I got so far to go. I used to play